We're going to talk about these steep turns. And the biggest problem people have with steep turns is the ability to maintain your altitude in the turn. It's a matter of figuring out how much lift you need to keep the airplane level in the turn. And there's only three things that you have control over when you flying the airplane in a turn. And that's your power, your pitch, and your bank.
And I'm nervous about this one.
Okay.
You got to build myself up here.
You got it.
Alright, here we go.
Alright. And it's 45 degrees. You got it. That's good power right there. Keep the bank coming. More bank. More bank. And pitch. Pull back on the yoke. And look outside. Is the nose dropping?
Yes.
Then pull back a little bit more. There you go. Hold it right there. You're doing great. A little bit more bank. Don't pull the bank out. Keep the bank at 45. Look outside. Keep the bank in, not 30 degrees. I want 45. Doing good. All right. Now start to roll out and give a little bit of forward pressure. A little bit of forward pressure. Reduce the power back to where you had it. A little bit of forward pressure. There you go.
And with your power, once you go into the turn, you pass by 30 degrees, you set your power, and you leave it. Don't touch the power no more. Too many times, the airplane's slowing down or the airplane's speeding up. Let me adjust my power. But here's the thing. If the airplane is slowing down, it's not because of your power. It's because you're climbing. And so they're like, oh, I'll just add more power. Well, now you done messed up the whole formula on how to do the maneuver. Or if they feel like they're speeding up, it's because they dropping and the nose drop, and they like, oh, I'm gonna reduce power. Now they're trying to balance too many things, and it ends up bad. So once you get in that turn past 30 degrees into the 45 or the 60 if you're doing a commercial, whatever power you got set, have that power set and leave it there. Then that's one less thing you got to worry about. Next thing is your pitch. When you go through the turn in a 45 degree turn, you're gonna have to give some level of pitch to give the aircraft enough lift in the vertical component to match the weight of the aircraft. And you're gonna have to ask yourself, all right, is the airplane climbing or descending? And how do you know if the airplane is climbing or descending? Well, the nose is either going up or the nose is going down. The altitude is going up or the altitude is going down. If you're in the turn and you know you got that 45 degree bank and the nose starts to drop and you're descending, you need to add back pressure, right? Back pressure. By adding back pressure, it increases the angle of attack and the total amount of lift that the aircraft is creating. Now, of course, all of that lift isn't going to the vertical component, but by giving back pressure, you're adding more to the vertical component of the lift. So you're going to continue going through the turn. If the nose drops, you're going to bring it back up and then hold it right where it keeps that altitude as the nose cuts across the horizon. If the nose is climbing up, you need to pitch a little bit forward or release a little bit of back pressure. The next thing is your bank. Well, if you're going through the turn, you got the right amount of pitch on the 45, and all of a sudden you start decreasing bank, guess what? That component of lift, that vertical component of lift increases. So if that increases, what's going to happen? The airplane is going to climb. Put that bank back in there so you can lower that amount of vertical lift. So the airplane will go back down to whatever the right attitude is to keep you from climbing too much. Conversely, if you got too much bank in, the airplane is going to start descending, and you're going to have to decrease that angle of bank to get that vertical component of lift that you lost. Now hold up, I'm gonna pause real quick just so you can think about this. What I'm getting ready to tell you, when you think about it, you're gonna have to do some really quick analysis of what's going on. Now while you're flying and when you're first learning, it's gonna be hard to figure out which thing you're supposed to do, whether you're supposed to change your pitch, change your bank, but that's gonna come with time. And don't try to do too many things at once. Small corrections, pick one, roll with it, see what happens. So you're going through a turn and you notice that you're descending. When you recognize you're descending, you gotta ask yourself this. All right, one, how's my bank? If I'm descending and I have too much bank, I can just decrease my bank and the airplane will start to get back to where it was. If you notice that you're descending and you have a good bank, then you need more back pressure. And that'll get the plane back where it is, because then you're getting that back pressure and that angle of attack is getting you back to what you need. If you're coming through the turn and you see that you're climbing and the nose is starting to go up, you gotta ask yourself this. What's my bank look like? Well, I only got 30 degrees of bank. Well, if you only got 30 degrees of bank, put that 45 back in there to get that nose back down. Now, if you see you're climbing and you got 45 degrees of bank, ask yourself, all right, my bank's good, so now I need maybe to release a little bit of back pressure. That's what you do. Check this out.
Good job. Clear right and then go to the right.
Alright.
All right.
Clear,
Yep, clear right.
clear right. And turn to the right.
Add the power in. There you go. A little bit more bank, but there you go. You're doing good. Back pressure. Pull back on the yoke. Hold it right there. Pull back just a little bit more. There you go. More back pressure. There you go. Looking good. You're doing great. Doing really good. Like a boss. Don't decrease the bank. Keep that bank in there, else the plane's gonna climb. There you go. There you go. Looking good. Back pressure. Back pressure. Looking real good. All right. Now start to roll out. A little bit of forward pressure. And reduce the power back to 2300. My man, like a boss.
We try to do.
Good job, man.
Appreciate it.
All right. So let's make a left.